Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. We'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We'd like to say shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all true faith and sincerity. And I'm the brother rocking with me, Brother Ryan. Yeah, we the icon from the Great Millstone Church in Birmingham. And what else could we do but prophesy and tell you the intents and purposes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the works of the Lord. And in this time, it's going to be perfect, the perfect will of the Lord, which is the violent overthrow of America. Just like we know what happened in the purpose, the intents of the Lord in the time of Noah, which was the flood. Sodom and Gomorrah, that violent overthrow. Egypt, matter of fact, get on Romans 9, I think that's like verse 17. Because this is how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua show His power, through these wonderful works. Because when people think about the works of the Lord, they consider, they'll say the creation. And that's when they say it is in a box by the way of they saying trees, birds. And they say, the sun and the moon. Of course, that's part of the works of the Lord, but as well as the Lord's these scenarios. Matter of fact, before you get Psalm 66. I think there's like 3 or 4, 5, something like that. Come and see. You can get that one down.
This is the book of Psalms 66. Let's see verse 5.
What does it say? Come and see.
This Psalm 66 and verse 5. Come and see the works of the Most High.
See, come and see the works of the Most High. So do it means walk outside and look at the sun or the trees. Now I said, which that is part of the works of the Lord. Mm-hmm. But what is this verse talking about? You got it?
It says, He is terrible in His doing toward the children of men.
So the terrible doings of the Lord, that's the works of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua that's on display now, but it's going to be on display in its perfection when the destruction comes, the destruction of America. You got it, bro.
Real quick, bag you up. This is the book of Psalms 9 and verse 16. The Lord is known by the judgment which He executed. The wicked is snared in the works of his own hand. It's like in the work of his own hands, he gives salah. And just like you was mentioning about the judgments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that's how that's a part of His creations too, for the lack of better words. The judgments. Let's say if somebody get put to death. Let's say if somebody PTD. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if somebody come out having Down syndrome, things like that. That's the judgments of the Most High, man. Only the Lord, He can get claimed for that. Like the scripture say, He killed and maketh alive, He wounded, He healed.
Oh, fear Him that put that soul and body in hell.
That's it. Let me go back to that Romans.
You can get that Romans 9. Oh, sorry.
This is the book of Romans 9, and I'm gonna start at verse 17. It says, For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
See? And we could go into it. It was the build up of Egypt was the Lord had Joseph was sold into captivity, and he was able to break down that dream. That what really brought Egypt into a superpower by the way of Joseph breaking down that dream. And ultimately that would led to be kept from that famine, and ultimately everybody had to flock to Egypt. And that's why they became a superpower. Hey, and we can read concerning America, and this come up, talks about I believe that's Daniel the 7th chapter, how the 3 horns, those 3 wars. So we can go into the scriptures about the concerning America being raised up, but it's an effort for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to show His power, man. You got it out.
It says, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee.
See, so the Lord can show His power in thee. That's it. He's going to get His honor upon Pharaoh. You got it.
And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
And guess what? We in that time. Matter of fact, get what you finna get?
No, you got it. But when priest say, I have glorified my name, it was
that's it. Yeah, that's it. Because guess what? We can read that as well in what is Joshua the 9th chapter. How the Lord has gotten his fame because of what he have done in Egypt.
Is it?
And what was Egypt known for? When you think about Egypt, you think about the harsh captivity of our people. But you really think about those judgments. And that's what the same thing that's going to take place happen to America. You can also read that in 2 the 15th chapter. It talks about how the Lord's going to plague Egypt as before.
Is it?
You know?
It's like
you got it.
Even all those years ago, those things happened a minute ago for the lack of better words, and it's still being known about today.
Yeah.
Movies, the 10 Commandments, Exodus, all these movies are still coming out today, and it's because of the fame of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. You know, but Esau, he tried to make it scientific and things like that, instead of giving the praises where the praises due.
Hey, that's why when you read Jeremiah, what it is, 16, it talks about it shall no more be said, Lord lived and brought the children out of the land of Egypt. Well, that process is already happening. Like you mentioned, Esau will acknowledge those plagues that took place. They actually found chariots, you know, at the bottom of the Gulf of Suez. They found evidence of that violent overthrow. That was a hell of a judgment, man, for them waters to come crashing down.
It was a dramatic
moment. The Lord lured him in. He set up where Pharaoh was able to catch up with him and shit.
They were calling ass.
It took all night for the waters to split, but it was all the effort for the Lord to lure him in and destroy him, man. That shit heavy, man. But the point is that after everything was said and done, you know who did it. But in this time, as you mentioned, Esau put a scientific twist to it, you know, to discredit the powers of heaven and earth, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. But this time, man, matter of fact, just get it out.
St. John 12 in verse 28. Father, glorify thy name. Then came there a voice from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again.
See, and that's what's going to happen. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah once again is going to glorify his name. After this, man, it ain't going to be the Lord got to conjure up a major kingdom, wicked kingdom to violently overthrow. See, after this, man, righteousness is going to be set up.
Is it?
Talks about what righteousness dwells therein, because the standard is going to be the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, and this place is going to be measured up to that. That's why fire is going to come. That witch, spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So that's why, you know, this place here's a bundle of sticks, ready to be kindled.
Yeah, he's going to be judged by the law.
That's it.
Open up his quiver to every arrow.
Yeah.
So I got something for you real. This is the book of Psalms 75, and I'm gonna start at verse 4. It says, I have said to the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked lift not the horn. Lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. You know, if I may, it's talking about Esau. Because Esau think he got into this position by himself instead of giving praise where praise is due. He don't give credit to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah for doing these marvelous works, man. But he gonna have to give him credit when he do the marvelous works of bringing down America, man. You know, it says, continuing on, verse 5, it's like in verse 6, it says, from promotion neither come from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but the Most High, he is the judge. He pulleth down one and setteth up another. And that's the process that we are in right now, man. Like he did Pharaoh. He put Pharaoh up on that high horse just to knock him down, man. And he's going to do the same thing with Esau today. He set you upon that high horse. Like it says, you speak with a stiff neck by the way of you claiming that you are the sons of the Most High. You pushing out laws and your statutes and your commandments that's contrary into the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. So the Lord, he's going to repay you as such. You know? You got to do what?
Go back to that Romans 9th chapter.
This is the book of, going back to Romans 9 in verse 17. So like, verse 17. It says, verse 17 again. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
See, and guess what? That's once again going to take place by the way of Esau now, as Pharaoh, the modern day Pharaoh. You know, all these nations flocking to this man. Everything is lined up for the Lord to show his power. Oh, that's why talks about who shall make war with the beast. The Lord set this place up to what it wasn't going to be anything carnal to overthrow it. All these battle strategies and coups and spies. It was going to be Yahweh to take responsibility for the overthrow of Esau, man.
Is it?
You know, you got it.
It says, therefore have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, in whom he hardeneth. It's like in whom he will, he hardeneth.
See, and guess what? That's on display. Lord having mercy on us by giving us his understanding of truth. And Esau is being hard.
Is it?
By the way of he see the works. But this is part of, what is Lazarus the rich man? Rich man said you can raise one from the dead. Guess what? That happened. And guess what? This nigga was hard himself even more. By the way of YouTube guidelines, the Lord gave him his request, and he still was hardened. He have different artifacts and relics. He see the signs of the chariots in the heavens, and this nigga still hardened, man. So what else could you do with that? Continue.
It says, thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
See, because this is all according to the script, man.
That's it.
According to the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It's not like
Esau. The Lord made Esau to be wicked. He made Esau just to take him down, man.
That's it.
Said
with that Proverbs 16, the Lord had made all things. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil, because Esau was using many times in history. For an example, 70 AD. When you read Deuteronomy 28 chapter, it talks about the Lord's going to send that evil. Put that thing on your ass. That was Esau. Oh,
so like even my bad. After the Babylonian, they pointed us out saying raise it. So Esau a fixture in prophecy, man.
That's it.
It's a character. When the sword need to come in, then here go Esau on the scene.
Yeah, that's it.
And continue on though. It says, hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
See, and that's what it is. Esau is that vessel unto dishonor. Is a vessel. Oh, what's that in I believe that's in Wisdom of Solomon, when it talks about how the Lord made out of the same clay of the same
same potters. Yeah.
He made one vessel unto clean uses.
Yeah.
And then he got and then there's another vessel made to the contrary, and that's what you're saying. This vessel, you got a toilet bowl. What goes in it? Shit, piss. Waste.
Yeah.
And that's what you see on display. Filthiness. But who was that vessel that was used for? Esau, man. You got it.
It says, what if the Mosiah, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering, the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
See, yeah, because it was a builder. Esau had to run his course. But guess what? It says he's a vessel of wrath fitted to destruction. He's made, as you mentioned, he's made like that. The Lord fashioned him in such a way to be hated. The way the Lord can destroy him, man. Was that it on it? So yeah, I can. You ain't got anything else. I can. So we hope that we're edifying. We'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Like to say shalom to the elect that teach his word on true faith and sincerity.
DTA, abide by ball. Soon.
Very soon.
Tonight.
Yeah, watch these goops, man.